It's me, Terri of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. Okay, so let's just get right into the Vlogmas swap. We'll get started with that. This is a swap that I'm doing with Valerie of Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet. And so each day we're opening packages that we have sent to each other. And so if you want to see what I have sent to Valerie, I will put the link to her channel below, and you can go and check her channel out. Subscribe while you're there, and check out her Vlogmas videos. She's doing a great job with them. Okay, so let's go on to box number 11, and we'll see what I got. Ooh, it's another challenge kit. Okay, so this time, so what we're doing is some days we're getting just treats or little gifts that we have put together for each other, okay? But then on other days, we are getting what we're calling challenge kits. And what that is we get a ball of yarn or a couple of balls of yarn, and then an accessory to go with it, like safety eyes, backpack buddy clips, bells, just, I don't know, just whatever, some type of accessory. And so we're supposed to take those items, use that ball of yarn, or, you know, some of it. We can add other colors of our own yarn to it if we need to. And then the item that we create, we will donate to the Garfield Make-Along that Amber of Crochet does every summer. Okay, so it is a it's a charity giving event, I guess you'd say, but it benefits the Garfield Elementary School, which is the elementary school that Amber's children attend. And we've been making little items, either little toys or hats and scarves and gloves and things like that also, and it is to give to the elementary kids in that school. Okay, so today is a challenge kit, so let's see what I got. I got a ball of yellow yarn. That's a pretty yellow. And there's a little envelope inside, so let's open this and see what my accessory is for this time. Okay. Today I got another backpack buddy clip, or a keychain clip, okay? So I'll see what I can come up with that, and when I get finished with it, I will show you either tomorrow or Monday. Today is Saturday, but I will show you before I get another challenge kit the item that I make with it. Okay, that's going to be fun. Okay, so speaking of challenge kits, my last challenge kit, I had gotten a ball of white yarn, a backpack buddy clip, and a pair of safety eyes. And so this is what I created. It is, well, it's supposed to be, I hope that's what it looks like. It's a stormtrooper head from Star Wars, okay? So this pattern is actually an amigurumi pattern that's got the whole body to it. And it has been in my Ravelry library, just that's where I kept it so I could find it again. But the website that you can go to get the free pattern is sweetsofties.com. I think that's what it is. I'll link it below in the description box. But anyway, it actually has, you know, the arms and legs, body, everything to make the whole thing. But since I was making it a backpack buddy, okay, using the backpack clip, and I'm using worsted weight yarn is what Valerie sent me. If I would have made the whole entire body, it would have been quite large for a backpack buddy. So I definitely want to make this pattern again, but not make it into a backpack buddy, and make his whole body, and see how that turns out. Anyway, so that is my stormtrooper backpack buddy. Okay, and then of course I did have yarn left over, so I am putting any yarn I have left over from these challenge kits. I'm doing like what Valerie is doing, is I'm setting that yarn aside, so that way I can continue to use that yarn for more items for the Garfield Make-Along. Okay, so that's what I did with the challenge kit. Okay, and like I said, I'll link below where you can find the pattern. Okay, and so my Christmas movie that I watched for today, in fact, I'm still watching it, but I wanted to go ahead and come on and make today's video because it's getting later in the evening or in the day. And so the movie I am currently watching right now is on Netflix, and it's called Jingle Jangle. And I remember seeing it last year advertised, but I didn't watch it. And so I thought, well, I'm going to watch that because I was going through the holiday movies that were available that I could see on Netflix. And so that's what I'm watching right now. And so far, I'm liking it pretty well. It's good. It's a musical, but it's enjoyable. I like all... so far it's a good story. So anyway, that's what I was watching. And then what I was working on while I was... watching it was this. I made this, okay? And also I was working on my Feel Better Friend doll. So I got the head finished and I got his eyes put in. See? Look at this from the back. Doesn't it look, without the eyes, it looked like an acorn. But anyway, so I'm working on the hair. I made the wig cap. And I've got that, I've just got it placed on so you can see kind of what it's going to look like. It's not stitched on yet. Anyway, so I needed to figure out some way to do kind of curly hair of some sort. And it's working out okay, I guess. I'm just going around each post of the stitches, the single crochet stitches, and I'm doing a slip stitch to connect to that post of that stitch, and then I'm doing chain 3, and then I'm going back down and slip stitching, but I'm doing it in the next stitch over. And so that's kind of how this texture is coming out. The little boy this doll is going to be for is he has dark brown hair, and his hair is kind of wavy. It's short, but I saw 2 pictures of him. I saw one picture where his hair was a little bit longer, and you could see that it was curly hair. And then there was another picture where his hair was shorter, and it wasn't as curly. But I'm trying to make it look like it's curly, a curly-haired little boy. And so here is his face. Like I said, I still got to make his ears, and I have his body. Let me pull his body out. Okay, so here's his body. I showed it in the Yarnjoy podcast episode. But see, I'm going to be attaching the head to the body like that. Let me step back a little. Maybe you can see the whole thing there. I've got yarn attached to this still. So anyway, it's going to be something like that. It's kind of crooked maybe, but anyway. It's coming along. I was really wanting to try to get a lot of work done. I'll probably work on more of this evening. I really need to get this doll finished so then I can get it shipped out to the little boy. Okay, so that was what I've been working on while I was watching Jingle Jangle. Okay, so let's see. What did I do today? Well, this morning I went to my monthly craft group that I've been meeting with once a month for probably, I think this was the 3rd time I've gone, I guess. Anyway, so today we had a Christmas potluck, and so I made cream corn. And then I took that, and everything was wonderful. There was salads and other side dishes, macaroni and cheese, and the coordinator or the lady that's kind of hosting this, she brought ham, and there was desserts. Oh, it was awesome. So we also each brought that's my watch was dinging, sorry. We also brought a wrapped gift, and so we had a gift swap, I guess you'd say. And so this is the gift that so I took a gift, and so this is the gift that I received from that gift swap. Okay, so this is what I got. Okay, the first thing in here is in this little case. I already took it out, but it was a reusable, foldable little shopping bag. Okay, it came in this cute little pouch here, and it has a backpack buddy clip. Okay, and then what it is a bag that was all folded up, and it is, like I said, it's a reusable bag. So, see? Looks like a t-shirt. A tank top. Anyway, so that would make a good project bag. You just stick your arm through this handle right here and you can just work out of it. Okay, so that is the bag that was in there, okay? And then I also got some hand lotion, okay? And I got a like a compact mirror, okay? Just a mirror, okay? And oh, I didn't bring it in here. I must have taken it out. But it was a little manicure set that had, you know, nail clippers and nail file and little cuticle scissors and stuff like that. It was a nice little beauty kit. I don't know. Anyway, a manicure kit. Okay, so that was it. That was all that was in this my gift. So that was nice. I really like this. I think this lotion, I haven't opened it yet, but it's called Selected Scents Sweet Almond Hand Cream. And I'm sure it's going to smell really good. Well, let's just open it and see. Let's see. Oh yeah, it smells really nice. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so that is what I got in the gift swap. I had a good time. I really enjoyed it. It's just fun to be able to hang out with other ladies that are doing crafting things, crafty things. Most of them sew or doing quilting, you know, type thing. My friend Amy that invited me to go to this group, she is doing English paper piecing and some stuff. It's like a quilting type technique, but it's all by hand, and her project is looking really awesome. It's a lot of tiny little work, but she's doing a great job with it. There was a new lady that came today. Her name is Jan, and she was a crocheter, and she was a left-hand crocheter, so that's cool. She's been crocheting a long time, but she said she doesn't crochet anything but Afghans. So anyway, that was fun to have somebody else that was there that was crocheting, but I do enjoy seeing all the other ladies' projects of the things that they're working on. So, okay, so that's what my day was. I didn't get home until about 2:30-ish, something like that. And so it is 5:20 right now. So, that's why I wanted to come in here and go ahead and get the video done. Okay, so what is for dinner? Well, yeah, I'll do that. What's for dinner? I'm going to go ahead and make the sausage bread, I think, so that way we'll have leftovers like for tomorrow if we want to just come home straight from church and eat here. I will have food ready. I mean, I'll do that. And somebody was asking me, well, I had a couple of people asking me about the recipe for the sausage bread. So, I guess I can tell you how to make it. It's not difficult at all. So what you do is I bought a Pillsbury, and it doesn't have to be Pillsbury, but it's a refrigerated dough in the long like cylinder tube, you know, and it's the pizza crust. They have it, I think, in thin crust and regular original crust, something. But I've also seen it in the Great Value brand, which is at Walmart. So any one of those, but a refrigerated pizza crust, the one that you have to take out of the tube, you know, you peel it, the paper off, and then you whack it on something to make it pop open, and then you have to unroll it. Okay, so what you do is you use that. Okay, and I bought a 1 pound package. It was frozen. I think, was it frozen? Well, I froze it when I bought it, but it's a 1 pound package of ground sausage. You could use turkey sausage, ground turkey sausage, if you want to make it leaner, but I'm just using regular pork sausage. But any type of pound package of ground sausage, okay? And so I brown that, okay? Thaw it out, if it's frozen, I thawed mine out. But you brown it in the skillet. You can add onions to it if you want to and cook the onions in there with it too. That's good. But I don't usually add anything else except for maybe some onions. Anyway, you cook it in the skillet, okay, brown it, and then once it's done, you take the pizza dough, and I usually like to use a big cutting board that I have that's rectangular, and you take the pizza dough, get it out of the can, and then press it down on that cutting board. You could spray it if you want to, if you think it's going to stick, but you press it down and make sure it's pressed down into a nice rectangle, you know, and you want it not paper thin, but you want to get it pressed out and stretched out where it's a pretty good size, okay? And then I take that meat that I browned in the skillet that is cooked. I put that on top of that raw dough, okay, that I've pressed out into a rectangle, okay? So I put that meat on there, and then I start from the short end, or the long end of the short side, like the long piece of the rectangle, and I start rolling it up like jelly roll type way, and I start rolling it up with that meat in there, and I roll it all the way up until it's all the way like a jelly roll, and I kind of push in the sides. I keep it where it's a good size. It will fit like in a loaf pan. I've cooked it works good if you cook it in a loaf pan. So if you have a loaf pan, but you don't have to. You could actually cook it on a cookie sheet or something. It doesn't have to be in a loaf pan. But whatever you're going to cook it on, you want to spray it, okay? Turn your oven on. You should have preheated the oven. A lot of times I always forget to preheat the oven, but usually I put it at about 375 degrees, I guess. 375 to 400, probably 375, yeah. Anyway, and so I put this roll, I carefully pick this dough roll up, and I put it into my pan or onto the cookie sheet, whatever you're going to cook it on, okay? And then you put it in the, you can also spray the top of that dough, spray the top of it with like just a little olive oil cooking spray or something, and then put it in the oven, and you bake it until the bread gets done, because the meat inside is done. So you just want to make sure that dough all on the inside gets cooked. So you bake it for maybe, I don't even know, it's been so long since I cooked it that I don't remember exactly, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. You want to pull it out and look at it and make sure it's pretty golden brown, and you can even slice into it and kind of peek in there and see if that roll of dough that's on the inside of it looks like it has gotten done, cooked, So probably 15, I'd check it at 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, something like that. Anyway, and that's it. And you pull it out and let it cool a while, and then you slice it just like you're slicing a jelly roll, And it's really good. It's really good. I like to eat mine with ketchup on it. Of course, I put ketchup on a lot of things. But anyway, it's good. You could do that also with just ground beef if you wanted to, and put cheese with it, and it kind of make like a cheeseburger bread or something, a hamburger or cheeseburger bread or something would be good too. Okay, so that's what I'm cooking for dinner. Okay, and so what am I going to watch as far as a Christmas movie for tomorrow? I think I'm going to watch The Bells of St. Mary's with Bing Crosby, kind of in the Bing Crosby mood. And I saw that you can see it on YouTube for free. And so I will put a link to it below in the description box, okay? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think it's particularly a Christmas movie. It's always been kind of thought of as a Christmas movie, I guess, but I don't think it's at Christmas. I don't think it takes place at Christmas time, does it? I don't know. But I've always thought of it as being a Christmas movie. I don't know why. But I like it, so that's what I'm going to watch tomorrow for tomorrow's Vlogmas, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go because, like I said, it is like 5:30 now. Yes, it's 5:30, and I need to go ahead and get that meal fixed or ready to cook. I'm going to go fix the sausage bread. So, I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 12. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. This is the weekend. And come back tomorrow and we'll have another visit. So, see you in the next video. Bye.